Does President Trump want Zohran Mamdani deported?
I haven't heard him say that. I haven't heard him call for that. But certainly he does not want this individual to be elected.
There's this Congressman, Andy Ogles. He wants the Attorney General Bondi to explore denaturalization proceedings because he thinks Mamdani could have misrepresented or concealed material support for terrorism based on rap lyrics he wrote in 2017. Does President Trump think this is a worthwhile use of the Attorney General's time?
Well, I'll let the president speak to that. I have not seen those claims, but surely if they are true, it's something that should be investigated.
I hope the Trumper is not the only one that does not want Zorro elected. If you're living in New York City, you better be damn sure you don't want him elected too, especially if you happen to live in a wealthy white neighborhood. If you do, your taxes will increase dramatically under Mayor Zorro, and that money, it's going to be given to people who aren't doing a damn thing. In all my years of following politics, which is probably 15 years, I've been covering politics over on the main channel for the last 3, maybe 4 years now, but in all my years of following politics, I don't think I have ever seen a political candidate as terrifying as Zohran Mamdani. This is not hyperbole. This dude is scary. And one of the reasons he is so concerning is because he's very slick. He's polished. The Iranian regime, they might be radical. You might think they're out of their minds, but at least they're somewhat honest about it. At least they are telling you exactly what they want to do. When they chant "Death to America," they're not joking around. That's not some meaningless chant like "Defund the police, call social worker Shanice." The Iranian regime is serious. They do not like Americans. But with Mamdani and his checkered past, he knows all the right things to say. The mask hasn't come off yet. Me personally, I don't think he is going to be elected as mayor of New York City. I think Eric Adams wins this race easily. During the primary, I think there was only 20% of eligible voters that actually participated, meaning most people in New York City, they had no idea who in the hell Mamdani was until last week. But if it's up to Congressman Andy Ogles, Mamdani might not even make it to the election in November because Andy Ogles, he wants him investigated and potentially deported. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. Andy Ogles is pressuring the Trump administration to launch an investigation into Zohran Mamdani. Back in 2017, Mamdani released a rap song. According to my research, this is one of his only accomplishments. I can't find any record of him running a business. I can't find any record of him managing people, but I guess he's qualified to run New York City because he released an unbelievably shitty rap song. In some of the lyrics, Mamdani allegedly praised a group called the Holy Land Five. Supposedly, this is a group of 5 leaders who funded terrorism. Allegedly, they funneled $12 million to Hamas. During the song, Mamdani shared his love for them. Ooh, I love the Holy Land Five. These guys are great. Now, is this enough to launch an investigation? Maybe, probably so. Is it enough to get Mamdani deported? I doubt it. If they find more evidence during their investigation, maybe. But rap lyrics are not enough to file, I guess, what would be called criminal proceedings. If they were, 90% of the rappers that I grew up listening to, they would be doing life in prison. Me personally, I would not launch this investigation with the intent of getting Mamdani deported. I'd launch the investigation with the intent of finding out more about him. This is normally the media's job, but we damn sure can't trust the media. This dude literally came out of nowhere. 2 or 3 weeks ago, no one knew of Zohran Mamdani outside of his family. Here we are 2 or 3 weeks later, and he's potentially going to be running the largest city in the country? Like I told you guys yesterday on the main channel, Mamdani identifies as a Shia Muslim. Now, according to World Atlas, 85% of Shia Muslims, they identify as Twelvers. They believe it is their duty to hasten the return of the 12th Imam. In order to hasten his return, they need global chaos, war. They have to wash the world in blood. Well, KC, that sounds ridiculous. That sounds like a fairy tale. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what you believe. The only thing that matters, they believe it. I have looked into it. I cannot find any evidence of Mamdani being a Twelver. According to Wikipedia, he is, but I don't rely on information found on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is about as trustworthy as the mainstream media. So I don't know if Mamdani believes that he is responsible for hastening the return of the 12th Imam. But with 85% of Shia Muslims believing it, and Mamdani admitting that he is a Shia, I would say the possibility is probably strong. If you're a New Yorker, are you willing to take the risk? We're not talking about gender-affirming care here. We're not talking about Pride Month. We're not talking about political differences on abortion or border control, gun control. We're talking about a candidate with potential fundamental differences. Massive, massive ideological differences. This is the same city that was the victim of the largest terrorist attack in America's history. Are you willing to take the risk? Is it worth the risk just to say that New York City or America is tolerant? Again, I don't know if Mamdani is a Twelver or not. What I do know is I didn't have to ask that same question of Bloomberg, Giuliani, Eric Adams, Bill de Blasio. Hell, Bill de Blasio was an unmitigated disaster, one of the worst mayors in the history of New York City. But I never had to wonder about him praising the Holy Land Five. Is it worth the risk? You tell me. Also, do you think there's enough to launch a federal investigation into Mamdani? I'm not a legal expert. I have no idea. So you tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you on the main channel.